And Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, lauded the performance of BrahMos supersonic cruise missile during Operation Sindoor at the inauguration of the BrahMos Aerospace integration and testing facility in Lucknow on Sunday. He, while indicating towards the use of BrahMos supersonic missile against Pakistan, said a statement about it. In fact, the rupees 300 crore facility will not only enhance the production, but will also lead to more exports to friendly countries. That's very crucial. India is already exporting BrahMos anti-ship versions to its Southeast Asian partners. Amidst that, Uttar Pradesh's Chief Minister has said this. Take a look at that report on it.
BrahMos मिसाइल क्या होती है? अभी आपने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के अंदर इस मिसाइल के पराक्रम की एक झलक देखी होगी और नहीं देखी होगी तो कम से कम पाकिस्तान वालों से पूछ लेना चाहिए कि BrahMos मिसाइल की ताकत क्या है।
3, 2, 1, now.
It's stealthy, lethal, and precise. The BrahMos kills warships. It flies 3 times the speed of sound. Once it acquires a target, it can cut through a warship like a hot knife through butter. China has assembled the world's largest navy. Its neighbors are feeling threatened by the Dragon's military might. Many of them are turning to BrahMos to enhance their firepower.
The BrahMos supersonic missile can be launched from land, air, sea and underwater. It flies at 3 times the speed of sound and most weapon systems cannot intercept it.
BrahMos has been with the Indian Armed Forces for more than 2 decades now. India will sell BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles worth over $700 million or rupees 6,000 crores to Vietnam. In 2022, India sold BrahMos missiles worth $375 million to Philippines. Indonesia could be the 3rd customer for BrahMos. India and Indonesia have been discussing the missile sale for several years now. Philippines, Vietnam and Indonesia face a common enemy in the South China Sea.
Southeast Asia becomes an automatic market for 2 or 3 reasons. Number one is, of course, India's policy to look east. There is a common reason for looking at Southeast Asia, securing their seas against any hegemony of any of the other countries. Mainly the West Philippine Sea has a lot of problems, so that's why the Philippines has gone into it, and the surrounding countries also will be looking for very similar reasons.
There are strong concerns in ASEAN about aggressive policies of China on different issues, including South China Sea. You are aware that China has made unilateral claims based on its so-called 9-dash line, and the Philippines took this matter to Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague, and there was this award in July 2016 which found that China's claim based on so-called historic rights are without basis. China completely disregarded this award. And it has gone ahead with the creation of artificial islands on a huge scale, and also, militarizing those islands.
This 9-dash line is close to the other countries, close to Vietnam, Philippines, Southeast Asian countries are contesting it. Arbitration Tribunal has said there are no islands in the South China Sea. It's trying to possibly claim that this is an internal sea of China, an inland sea of China. It is about establishing geopolitical power. No negotiation has really worked out.
Despite China's pressure, China's shadow hanging over them, they have gone ahead and purchased BrahMos. Indonesia also has its own independent thinking, independent foreign policy. And if they think BrahMos brings strength to their military, then they will certainly buy it. It's a commercial transaction with strategic underpinning, which India is cashing on.
ASEAN countries would like to have more options apart from China, while China is an important economic partner for them. In the security domain, clearly they would like to look at other partners.
The need for BrahMos is very clear. It's a tactical deterrent. Unlike the strategic deterrence, it's a tactical deterrent. You secure your borders up to 300 kilometers with a very simple system. All anti-ship missiles are subsonic, so that is lower than the speed of sound. BrahMos is the only supersonic cruise missile of the world. So everyone wants it.
As part of our Act East policy, this partnership also includes a very vibrant defense collaboration, which includes training support, which includes cooperation in maritime domain awareness, and increasingly we are also exploring possibility of exporting defense hardware.
Most of the countries are interested in the anti-ship missile. Could be on a coastal battery that is on mobile launchers, or ship-launched anti-ship missiles, or the air-launched anti-ship missile. This is what we are targeting to sell currently.
Yeah, it's an achievement. As you're aware, in January 2022, we signed a contract with the Philippines. Now exports to both Indonesia and Vietnam. This is part of our larger plan of emerging as a major producer of this defense equipment, as also exporter of defense hardware.
India is actually pushing its defense exports to a much higher level than ever before. What it used to be less than 1 billion, say 4 years ago, today has gone up to 2.5–3 billion already.
BrahMos is leading the way in achieving India's defense export targets. In fact, it can achieve these targets on its own. India is targeting defense exports worth $5 billion by 2025. Its target for next decade is between $8 to $10 billion.
BrahMos Aerospace is an Indo-Russian venture, but Russia is under Western sanctions for the war in Ukraine.
India has made it very clear to the United States that it is one, dependent on Russia. It does not agree to US formulation on boycotting or sanctioning Russian entities. India is not tied to one country or one grouping of nations.
When we started in 1998, the design of the missile, we were maybe about 13% Indian equipment. We did a wonderful trial from one of the Indian naval ships. And with that, we have reached 78%. We will be reaching easily 95%.
New generation BrahMos missiles can potentially quadruple India's defense exports. Flight trials of the BrahMos NG are expected soon.
BrahMos, we call it BrahMos NG. This will be a missile half the weight of what it is currently, but holding the same range. Right now, the air launch version is 2,550 kilograms. The new missile, we are targeting 1,350 kilograms. And this missile, then we would be able to carry 2 missiles on the Su-30 under the wing. Right now, BrahMos is underslung under the belly. We will be able to carry 2 under the wing. And the same weight can be carried by almost any aircraft of the world, whether it be the Russian origin or the Western origin. While we are doing the development of the NG, we will be looking at its integration with the light combat aircraft. What a fantastic combination it will be. Cell LCA with Indian armament. The Astra missile of DRDO produced by BDL and the BrahMos missile produced by BrahMos Aerospace. We are going to give a package to the world.